Man, regardless of what some of you guys might be facing right now, what you're currently facing will pass. New times are coming. Not every year, not every season, not every month, not every week. It's going to be good. There's going to be tougher times. There's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations. There's going to be times where you second guess yourself and everything around you, even people around you, a whole lot of stuff. But you have to have very strong faith in the process of life and really hone in on just doing your best every single day, regardless what's happening. Holding on to another day, fighting through another day, in the trenches, wherever you might be. And just know that your time will come, as long as you stay true to yourself, as long as you stay true to your path, as long as you're doing the right things, your day will come. You cannot avoid the times you're supposed to face. You're supposed to feel, as crazy as it may sound, bad sometimes. You're supposed to feel that. You're not supposed to feel an outrageous amount of happiness and glory all the time and everything's going so good. As human beings, we're not designed to feel that way all the time. There's going to be a lot of pain in life that we have to face. Something will happen to you, to me, to all of us, that's going to make us feel pain. It could be your own people. It could be injuries. You could damn near cut your fingers off, almost like me, years ago. You could have surgeries where you wake up in pain. It could be anything. Loved ones could pass away. It's going to make you feel a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain in life, and there's a lot of beautiful times in life. So just know, whatever you might be going through, all the uncertainties, all the mental fortitude, all the things you're facing spiritually is going to change, and your time will come. Better days are ahead for the chosen, for those who choose themselves, for those who are courageous enough to live the life they're supposed to live. There's things we all have to do. Things have to get done. We have to pay a price. You have to put in to receive. You don't just receive. You don't just get the happiest days of your life. You don't just get all the freedom on earth. There's a price to pay. There's things we all must do. So like I said, as long as you stay true to yourself, to your mission, to your purpose, and you try and you try and you try and you don't ever give up. No matter if you even took the wrong path, if you did the wrong things, better days are coming. Better days are ahead. The best times of your life are ahead. You haven't had them yet. They're coming. If you stay true to yourself and your path, just by doing the right things all the time, staying focused on the tasks at hand, being the person God has created you to be. If you're some female and you grew up fatherless and you're acting all crazy and your emotions are all crazy and you're being a little thotty, being a female that is not who you're supposed to be, There's consequences to that. Massive consequences. So no matter who you are, no matter what you're going through, and I just use that as an example because I know even a lot of young women who ruin themselves, a lot of young women who had a good boyfriend and all of a sudden, boom. So many of my friends, these guys are studs, bro, and things like that happen. And it's like these girls always try to come back, and it's like, so if you're just being a person, even as a guy in your own ways, if you're just being a person that you're not supposed to be doing things you shouldn't be doing, you make it very hard on yourself to be blessed, to have the best days of your life. The best days of your life could be ruined if you're doing the wrong things. It's up to you to be the person you're supposed to be on earth so you can have the best days of your life. You have to work hard. You can never give up. You can't lose faith. You have to put in the work. You have to be a valuable human being to yourself so you can be a valuable human being to others, because you can't be some valueless human being and expect other valuable human beings to take you on, because it's not going to work. Other people ain't even going to mess with you. So you have to become somebody valuable to have the best days of your life. And just know, if you can do this, your times will come. Better days are ahead. This is for the chosen, if you choose yourself. If you promise to never give up, if you promise to just be resilient in your ways, no matter what you're facing, you remain who you are, you remain solid. You keep that faith. You stay the person you're supposed to be no matter what you're facing. You stay tough no matter what's going on. Every little thing could be going against you, and I know how this feels. I felt this a couple different times in life where literally everything just went against me, and I just continued to just go, 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 go. And it's what you have to do. It's exactly what you have to do. You have to live to fight another day. Life is a fight. And if you were chosen, this is what it's like. Other people might not even live that life. But for the chosen, it is a fight. There's trials and tribulations. There's things you have to overcome to get the best days of your life. And this is really what it is. There's a reason why God has put you in positions that you're in, because you have the strength to endure. There's probably a lot of people that didn't have to face nearly the things you faced and had a more gifted, more blessed life with more things given to them, because God knew they needed that, because if they didn't have that, they would never have become who they're going to become. The reason why you have to face so much is because God knows that you can go through those things. He knows you can take a lot. And the fact that you can take a lot and keep moving forward and keep your faith to become the person you're supposed to be, you're going to be rewarded much, 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 much more, much greater. And your mindset, your mentality, your mental will far outweigh everybody else that had a much easier life. You will feel so much more spiritually inclined. You'll feel so much healthier and just better than a lot of people, bro. Because you have that type of strength. And the fact that you went through so much and overcame so much, never gave up, stayed true to who you are, and the fact that you can receive your blessings is going to make it that much sweeter. Could you imagine being handed just everything? It's not going to feel good at all. Could you imagine, for example, being given millions of dollars and you build this brand new mansion and you have all these things. It might feel cool at first, but all of a sudden it's going to feel just not much. That's typically how things go when you're given things so easily. Things are so much sweeter when you have to suffer more for the things you want. When you have to suffer more to get that relationship partner that you deserve. When you have to suffer more for the house you want to build. You have to suffer more for the things you really want in life. You have to work a lot harder and suffer for the sports team you want to make. You have to suffer a lot more to win that UFC championship belt. You have to suffer so much more for abundance, for prosperity. And there's something about it that just makes it so much sweeter when you have to do more, work harder, work longer to get the things you want in life. They're not going to be taken for granted. You're deprived of things you really want, and all of a sudden you work so hard, you kept your faith, you stay true to who you are, and you get the things you want. It's going to be that much sweeter. Some people are given things so easily, they take it for granted. They had this awesome relationship partner, they took it for granted. All of a sudden they find themselves trying to come back to that person because they lived life for a while without them and realized, oh damn, that person was special. This person made me feel like nobody else in the entire world made me feel. I have to go back. All of a sudden you don't have them because they were given it so easy. They took it for granted and now they can't get it back. And this is typically how life works, guys. Like, you cannot take good things for granted. You have to stay centered and focused and be sure to not make such stupid mistakes that so many people on earth make. You can't be taking things for granted. You have to stay humble and you have to stay true to yourself. Things cannot be taken for granted. You have to ask yourself, if you lost this, how would you be? How would you be if you were to lose this thing that you have that you love so much? If you have this awesome dog that you got and you become really close and attached to your dog, how would it be if you were to lose that dog right now? That relationship partner right now? One of your parents right now? How would it be for that to happen? So oftentimes people take things for granted and it bites them real hard. You cannot let this be you. And, you know, it typically happens to people that do take it for granted, but when you have to work so hard for certain things that you really want, these are pretty much the people that do not take things for granted and they cherish the things they have because they lived so long without the things they really wanted. So now that they have it, it's more cherished, it's more rare. Because if things were to come so easy, it's just like nothing. Like, I'll give an example, like, I drink Powerade on a daily basis because I work so hard and push myself so hard. I need the electrolytes back. I need the sugars, the vitamins back. So the fact that I drink 1 or 2 Powerade a day, it's just, they're almost not even good anymore. Like, they're good, but they're not. It's just nothing. You know what I mean? It's taken for granted because I have it all the time. It's still good to have. It's still good to take. Still tastes good, yes, but it's not like it was. Because when you have something all the time, when you have easy access to something all the time, it is taken for granted no matter what you have. Even water, we pretty much all have a limited supply of water. And it's just water, but if you become deprived of water, it's the best thing ever. So when you're deprived of certain things in life and then you have it, and you work so hard for it, you earned it. It's appreciated. It's not taken for granted. And just know, guys, if you're that person on that path, on that journey, and you're working tooth and nail, there's a lot of things you don't have right now that you want. Your time will come if you stay true to yourself and you do the work. Your time will come. If you just think you deserve your time to come and you want it so easily, it's probably not going to come. You have to stay true to yourself and your path and really understand how this life works. It's not the same for everybody else. Everyone's life is very unique and very different. And God works in mysterious ways. So just remember that.